Right, morning boys. If you're watching this, it's because I am not in class. You're going to have a look at the normal distribution today, and in particular looking at calculating probabilities from the normal distribution. Just remember the things we talked about yesterday. The mean, the median is the mode. So this line here, this letter here, mu, is the mean. Okay, the standard deviation is that symbol there, which is actually more of that symbol there, which is sigma. And that is a measure of spread or variation for the data. Okay, so to start with, what we're doing is we're saying the mean is 1. No, it's not. The mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. Okay, from here, using the mean of 0 and the standard deviation of 1, we are able to actually use this table here. You can see here the mean is 0 and the standard deviation, which is usually written up here, is 1. When it is not 0 and 1, then we use this formula just here to make it 0 and 1, but that's a later video, and hopefully I'll be back by then. Okay, so let's have a look at answering this question. Going back to that, actually, you see how this picture here, that picture, this part that's shaded, that black part that's shaded there, if that is the part that is shaded, then you can just read off this table. If it's not the part that's shaded, then you've got to do something slightly different. So let's have a look. This one here, luckily, this part here is the part that was shaded on our graph before. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to look for 0.76 on that table. Now, I'm looking for a z-score, because if you look up at this picture again, just delete the stuff that's there, that is z. So we're looking for a z-score of 0.76. Get my ruler out. We're looking for 0.76. So there's 0.7. Here's 0.76. You happy with? Hopefully you're happy with that. And so that means that that probability is 0.2764. So go back to my table, and that probability that x will be between 0 and 0.76 or 0.2764. That's all my answer is. Okay. If you look over at the next one, this one here, now does that picture there look like that one up there? The answer is yes and no. No, because it should be over here, but the key feature of a normal distribution graph is that it is symmetrical about the mean. So actually finding this shaded yellow part would actually be the same as finding the shaded blue part there with the same z-score. So therefore the probability of finding between negative that and 0 is going to be the same as finding between that and the positive version of that, which is now the same picture as on our tables. So we're looking for 1.045, I believe. My memory is fading me at the moment. 1.045, and hopefully you remember what we do with those differences. With those differences, we are going to add 12 to 3508. So 3520. Again, another bit of a brain fade. 3520. So that probability there will be 0.3520. So same as that one there. Now, these other ones, I won't do these ones because these are the questions that you should be working on. But hopefully you can see now that to do this one here, what you're going to do is you're going to calculate this blue area, get an answer. Do this yellow area, make it pretty. And then you're going to add that to the yellow answer. And what you'll do is you're going to answer that your z value, your x value, is between there and there. So you do the blue one, just like you did that question there. You'll do the yellow part, just like you did this yellow part here. And then you'll get your answer, just add them together. And then the third style, so hopefully you can see here that these questions are, your z-score is in the middle. Okay. Sometimes you get a z-score at a tail, or sometimes you get a question where here is your normal distribution curve and you're trying to find the probability in here. Now to do all of those, you just got to think about that logically and go, okay, another key feature of a normal distribution curve, because it's the mean, median, and mode, then the probability that's going to be greater than the mean is 0.5 because it's the median as well, and half of the numbers are greater than the mean and the median. So to calculate this shaded area, what you can do is you're going to calculate this blue area, just like you did above, and then take away the answer from 0.5. So find the answer to the blue one, and go, well, I'm going to go 0.5 minus that. So the probability that x will be greater than 2.1 is that. 0.5 minus the answer. And if you can, hopefully you can do these ones yourself, but if you can't see that one, then if you're going between here and here, you're going to be taking one answer, the bigger one, minus the other answer, and that'll give you that shaded one. That one there might be a tricky one, you might need to ask about that one. Hopefully that makes sense.